Good afternoon, friends. Today we will talk about the most relevant events in the world. The world today. Ukraine live briefing. US considers sending Kyiv cluster bombs, possible new Wagner camp in Belarus. Let's get started. As Ukraine requests more weaponry for its counteroffensive against Russia, the Biden administration is weighing whether to supply Kyiv with cluster bombs. Senior U.S. administration and defense officials have contacted lawmakers to assess their comfort with sending the munitions, people familiar with the matter told The Washington Post. The Biden administration has concerns about the optics of the move and the potential for long-term harm to civilians because the munitions can leave behind unexploded bomblets that remain deadly for decades. CIA Director William J. Burns made a secret visit to Ukraine last month when officials revealed an ambitious endgame for the war, the Post has reported. The strategy aims to retake Russian-occupied territory and open ceasefire negotiations with Moscow by the end of the year, officials familiar with the visit said. Here's the latest on the war and its impact across the globe. Key developments. A U.S. official told the Post that they have seen an increasing need for cluster munitions, which could help address ammunition shortages in Ukraine. We've always said our security assistance would evolve as battlefield conditions have evolved, and that continues to be the case, they said. Speaking on the condition of anonymity about the sensitive issue. The United States is not among the more than 120 nations that have signed an international convention banning the use, transfer, or production of cluster munitions, which international rights groups and other governments have long condemned as inhumane. Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko said he had offered Wagner troops an abandoned military base in Belarus, the country where the mercenary group's leader Yevgeny Prigozhin relocated this week, although he has not made a public appearance there yet. Satellite imagery captured Friday showed what could be the rapid construction of a new camp in Belarus to house Wagner forces, according to local media and experts. The Post could not independently verify the reports. Battleground updates. Ukraine's counteroffensive will be long and bloody, warned Jean-Marc Milley, chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. War on paper and real war are different, he said during an address at National Press Club Friday, adding that he was unsurprised by the slow progress of Ukraine's counteroffensive. It's going to be very long, and it's going to be very, very bloody. And no one should have any illusions about any of that. There is no visible evidence of mines or other explosives at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear plant, the UN's nuclear watchdog said. However, additional access and checks were still required, IAEA Director General Rafael Mariano Grossi said, adding that his agency took reports that the area had been mined seriously, and that mines had previously been placed inside and outside the perimeter of the plant, which is occupied by Russian forces. Ukraine's top military commander, Gen. Valery Zaluzhny, told the Post he needs more of every kind of weapon for the counteroffensive. In a rare interview, Zaluzhny expressed frustration that Kyiv has not yet received modern fighter jets, and said it angered him to hear commentators claim that the counteroffensive has started slowly. This is not a show, he said. Every day, every meter is given by blood. Russia is reducing its presence at the plant and Ukrainian employees have been told to evacuate, Ukraine's Defense Intelligence Directorate said Friday. The claims could not be independently verified by the Post. Last week, Zelensky warned that Russia was planning a terrorist act at the plant. He reiterated that assertion Saturday, according to Reuters. Russia has denied the claims, including in a letter to the United Nations this week, Russian state media reported. Zelensky told a Spanish broadcaster that Kyiv wants to show results on the battlefield before the next NATO summit, which starts July 11 in Lithuania.